How's it going, everyone? It's Moore here. By the title of the video, I hope that you guys are kind of already in the mood that I'm in based off of the title. Uh, you know, I genuinely believe that if you have a strong will, if you have trouble taking orders, if you know are just simply a truly independent person, I strongly advised against getting a 9 to 5 job. And if you already are in a 9 to 5 job and you feel dissatisfied with it, quit immediately. And reason why you should quit immediately is because, well, first and foremost, a law of life is if you are upset with your current situation, if you are uncomfortable, if you feel unhealthy in a current situation, then you should remove yourself from said situation, if possible. Now, a lot of people may feel like they can't quit their job, or they're not in a luxury to because they have bills to pay and things of that nature. Taking us back to our last video, I propose to you that things will be okay. Now, I don't think this is advice. I guess I should have prefaced this, and I might put this in the beginning of the video. You'll know when you see it. But as a disclaimer, I don't think that this video is for anybody who has kids, anybody who has kids, or basically anybody who has other people relying on them. Because then you really have no choice. You have no choice. But if you're young, no children, you have dreams, aspirations, and goals, oh brother, you should be running as far as away you can from 9 to 5. And we're just going to go through the list of things and reasonings why this is the case. But I think the first and foremost, is if you're unhappy, dude, just leave. And you should feel comfortable enough to do that. Because that is how life really works. It is a scam. They are lying to you. They are finessing you by making you believe that you need them. Just as expendable you are to them, you can be to them. Or it could be the other way around, if you get what I'm trying to say. Just as expendable you are to them, they are expendable to you. You have to feel like you can get another job, because you can. You can get another job, because most likely the job that you're working, once again, some jobs are different. Some jobs pay really well if you want to keep those jobs. Once again, this is for people who have really strong wills and really independent wills, who really feel like when there is an authority figure telling them things that they just don't agree with and they have to go along with it, when those type of things make your blood boil, this is who this video is for. The reason why I keep trying to stress this is because I don't want people to take what I'm saying and think that this just applies to everybody, or that I'm just giving this advice out thinking that anybody who watched this video should take exactly what I'm saying, because everybody's different. But I think in today's day and age, it's a lot easier to bet on yourself because there's a lot more avenues to be an entrepreneur and not work under somebody. So there's a lot more people who do it already. But I feel like there's still a high, significant amount of people who are working 9 to 5 jobs who simply just aren't PC, just aren't people who like to be in a company, and have to answer to this, answer to that, and sometimes you just like, and rightfully so, you want to be your own human being. You want to be able to make your own decisions. You want to be able to, not necessarily say what you want to say, but believe, your own beliefs. Be accepting of others. But the thing is that, like, as we know, they talk about culture. Like, they sell you on this whole idea of, like, we're a team. We want to see you grow. They don't want to see you grow. They want to keep you a worker. They want to keep you a person on their payroll. They want to keep you on their payroll because if you're on your payroll, they control you. They control your thoughts. They control what you believe, what you think, what you go home and tell your children, what you tell your friends over a nice drink. Because the place that you spend the most time at, and they all gotta abide by the workforce team laws and all these other things that the companies have. And you think you're a part of this team, but when it comes down to the chicken cheese, there is no team. They're like, oh, we don't give a fuck about you. When it comes down to you feeling bad, or you having a bad day, or you're just not really feeling it, so what, dude? Stack these papers up, family. Get to work. Bus boy, paper man, coffee dude, and I hate to or even if you have a higher up job, Mr. Senior fucking developer, do your job, senior developer. Tell the junior developers what to do, senior developer. Go do your job. You're not telling them what to do hard enough. And then your senior developer, you're a junior developer, your senior developer comes down and says, like, oh, you guys are not doing enough work. I need you guys to do the X, Y, and Z. And the only reason why he's telling you this is because his higher up came down and said, hey, you guys aren't doing enough. He would have never said anything if his higher up didn't say anything. And that higher up would have said anything if his higher up didn't say anything. You're just a bitch boy. I hate to put it this way, but I feel like if you clicked on the video, you're already feeling this way, and it's right. Like, these companies do not want to see you succeed. So, as a business owner, I was watching a video. I'm not quite sure who said it exactly, but the quote was she was basically realizing that a person or a company had recently left her company. She was a really, really good worker in the company. Close with the CEO. Did really good work, and the CEO, was obviously upset when she left. But the CEO came to a realization and said, that she realized that the best workers will always leave. That's why it's good, and she said to prove the point that it's always good to be recruiting and to be looking at newer candidates, because she knows that the ones that know their worth, know that they do really good work, are gonna realize that maybe I shouldn't be working under somebody. So I think that just goes to show. And think about the response to that. The response to that is find more workers. They still feel like they're expendable. It still feel like a loss, obviously, because she wouldn't be talking about it. Oh, that's a loss. That was a really good worker. You feel like they're irreplaceable, but how did you find them? Through the same methods that you find in all these other people. So it's literally like a draft. It's literally like the NBA draft. If you're into sports, it's literally like any draft. Or it's literally like if you watch into soccer, or football, as they call it. If you're into football, it's just just searching for the next Mbappe, searching for the next Endrick, searching for the next Victor Wembanyama. That's pretty much what they're up. That's what they're up to, and it's once they find that, most of them are assuming that you're gonna leave at some point, and if you don't, you're a sucker. If you don't, you're a sucker. And you don't want to be a sucker. Use your talents for yourself. Reap the rewards for yourself. Do not let this. Do not be a pawn in this. In a person's greater scheme. A person that you probably haven't even met before. Especially if you're working on a lower level. But literally, if you're not the CEO himself, you know, it's like you're getting trickled down, and you have to, you know, you listen to this, that, and the third. You have to abide by this quota and that quota, this status quo, and none of them are yours. So you're always having to put energy to things outside of yourself, things that you really don't even give a flying rat's ass about, you know. And it's like people who say like, oh, you should care for your job and blah blah blah, blah. Care for the team. That's all of a facade. That's all phony because they don't care about you. They say that to get you sold in, like to make you feel bad, to think that like, oh, like if I stop working, like I'm letting down the team. Nigga, there is no team. They call you a team just to make, and they repeat it just to make you feel like that's the case, just to make you feel like something, you know. I feel like there's more points to be made, but for some reason, you know, I'm blanking on it right now. I feel like, you know, if you have, you know, talent, if you have will, if you have, you know, any like smidgen of belief in your abilities, and you have, once again, the willpower to be consistent and to chase after, you know, whatever it is that you want, do it, because whatever that turmoil is will be way more, you know, worth it, and feel way more, you know, you'll feel way more good about yourself going through that turmoil, because you're gonna go through turmoil, but having it be somebody else's turmoil and you have to fix somebody else's problems, you don't want to be that guy. You got your own dreams to worry about. You got your own things that you know, stress out about. And then you gotta come to work and stress out about this person's problems, and you're just looking at them like, really, bruh? You know, we don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's all a scam. It's a facade. Like, I don't. It's a trick. They want you to feel included. They want you to feel like you're something. It's like, to put it plainly, you have the ability to bring so much, what you call it, so much to a company, right? You feel like you're doing a lot. If you feel like you're doing a lot, that's a good sign that you should probably do something on your own. Because, I mean, you're proving yourself that you can handle the load. Go out there, be creative, seek more, be whoever you want to be. Strive for what you want. Like, go for what, like, lights your flame. Like, scream at this, that makes you want to scream out the skies and just go, rah, I'm here, ah. Do whatever makes you want to do that, dude. Do not be stressed out because you didn't meet another nigga's quota. What type of shit is that? Get out of here. Anywho, with that being said, keep on seeking.